What's up, guys? Welcome back. So, Superior Iron Man. Didn't even know this was the thing. It's when Doc Ock becomes Iron Man, which is pretty crazy. So, I'm on a landscape page. Use a pencil eraser and hit pause if I go too fast. Sorry if my voice is a bit crackly, but I have a bit of a sore throat. So, I'll try and get through it as best I can. Center point of my page is about here. It's probably where his chin will end up being. We'll just go up and we'll start with his eyes, okay? So standard kind of Spider-Man eyes, right? So center here, right? And we'll just curve a line. So it kind of curves in and then kind of spikes up to a point like that. And then kind of hooks down this way, okay? So this end is going to like curve around all the way back up to here, okay? So like you got a point here as well. We'll just join this together. Carving it around. It's a hard enough shape to draw. It's kind of like a letter D, you know, like a capital letter D. Here, just with like a spike on top, kind of. That's what it looks like to me anyway. And then in there we have another eye shape. Just goes to there. Right, this is like the white of his eye. And then this curves down, around, and up to here. Like that. Now, if you want, you can leave it like standard black, or we can add some of those lens type shapes, right? So like coming down here, say, we'll just do one. So this way. And then it'll go down here. So, you know, like the new Spider-Man has all these lens type things that can close his eye and stuff. So it's totally optional, of course. We'll just do one maybe. And then this one will have to go like into here somewhere. Right, kind of like that. And then this will have to come up into here. And then we will go around the bottom. So we'll just go like, curve it this way. Up into there. And you're just following that shape around. You know, trying to keep it as smooth as you can. Up into there. So we go over and do the other eye. So you do the same thing again, curved line. Up like that. And then this comes to a point. There. There's a point here as well. And then you got to bring this around, right? So we'll go. Kind of going for that letter D sort of shape. Like so. And the white of his eye. Same sort of thing again. There. And then we'll go around. Into there. And then we'll add some of those lens type shapes. So we'll just do one going this way, down, into the corner. And that means this should go up underneath there somewhere. And then we'll have like another sort of going into the corner this way. And then we'll bring a line just around here just to keep it the same on both sides. Now you can do more than one of these lines if you want. There's lots of different ways of doing it. I just did it. That's kind of the easy way. Okay, so to get the shape for his head, right? So say the middle of his eyes here to the top of his eyes, right? You want to go down that much again, right? So like this point to the line that would be across here, right? So like there to there is about the same as the middle of his eyes to his chin, right? And we give him quite a square chin, so we'll just go like across here. Okay, so like here to here, across here, is about the same as here to here, right? Roughly. There's a bit of wiggle room, but that's kind of the distance you want to go, right? And then you can go up the side for his jaw, that way. Up the side for his jaw this way. Okay, and then we're going to bring it around to the top of his head. And the top of his head is like, it's a bit bigger now. So from like here to here, this is a bit bigger. So like this isn't the top of his head. So like here to here, you go to there and you add like a little bit extra on top. So it's like up here, right? So basically this space is like a little bit bigger than that space. And that'll give you kind of the proportion for the head. So we're trying to join these together now with a curved line. Right, like that, and we'll try and do the same thing over here. So it's like the shape for his head is kind of like a balloon, or, you know, kind of like a raindrop or something. Okay, so that's kind of the shape that we normally go for with Spider-Man. And this is like more than halfway down from here. So like your halfway point is probably here to here is about the same as here to here, right? That's probably your halfway. So the eyes are a little bit lower, right? So once you get this space the same, then the top of the head is a little bit higher. Hope that makes sense. So let's go for webbing, right? So yeah. Right, so in the center, we'll go, say down here, from the corner of his eye down to there, we've got this kind of star, like that. And then this comes out here, bumps up, down, into there. And each of these will be a web that comes out, right? So say from here, it'll go down like so. And then we want, say, coming out from this way. And here. We kind of just keep going around the mask. Say out from there, and another one there, and then at the top of his head. Same on this side. Just kind of lining them up. And then each one of these. So one up the middle, another one going out here, and then this one going up this way, like that, right? And then you can tidy up any lines that you need to. So that's basically how you draw any Spider-Man face. And then we'll just add the webbing across as well. So we'll just go like these curved lines that go this way. Like, say, coming across his mouth. that, and then one more layer across here. And so this goes around, it comes out from underneath his eye. See here. Like so. So anatomy now. So it appears, I'm not sure if he's like slightly musclier than Peter Parker, but you can see some extra muscles, right? So he's got like a pretty wide neck. Just there, right? And then he's got a trapezius muscle going down that way. You can add some light lines just for neck muscles there. Right, just like a bit of anatomy showing through the costume because it's skin tight, right? And then his shoulders. So shoulders on male characters are head width, right? So you'll have 3 heads. So 1, 2, 3 for the entire width of his shoulders. Usually, it depends on how muscly they are, but that's what we're going for, right? So his shoulder will be all the way out to here on this side. So 1 full head will bring it to the edge of the shoulder. On the other side, same thing, okay? So big, round, we're going big, round, muscly Spider-Man, right? So here to there. And then, so this costume, right? So it curves kind of in, goes up, right there. He's got, it's like it's armor or something. Up like that. And then this comes down to a V down here. So it kind of goes off the bottom of my page. There. And then he has some big biceps and sort of abs and stuff. Just gotta brighten it up because it's hard to see. Still hard to see. Okay. So we'll go, what do we do? We'll do his tricep this way, right? His tricep out here. And this will go sort of down like that. And then we can see bicep sort of hugging the inside of his like armpit kind of here. So it goes out, in, and forearm goes off, right? So this is like bicep area. Have the line going up there for where the bicep meets the tricep, and his forearm goes off that way. We'll try and do same thing this side. So bicep kind of goes up into his armpit there, down into there, and this goes off. You'll have like a bicep line, big one there. And then his body, or like his rib cage, comes down this way. And he can have some of these like oblique muscle lines, I guess. Just some light ones going that way, like his ribs and stuff. So we have this big spider in the middle, right? So it's really big. It's bigger than normal. So we got these 2 big mandibles on top, 2 big spiking sort of teeth sort of things up here, really close to his neck. And then these come down into there, down into there. And then in the center, down and up. Just connect them. And the body and the legs come out. So, right, so we'll go for the body. We'll do the body first. Now, it's all one piece, so you'll have to erase some lines or color over these where the legs come out. But we'll just bring them down. It goes all the way down right to the bottom there. To point him back up. And then the legs come out from here, right? So 4 on each side. Goes up, so it goes out, change direction. And then this one will go down around his shoulder. Like so. And then the next one goes out. up, down, up. Next one goes down around this kind of chest muscle area, and then the underneath. There. Next one out, down to there, there. Next one, like so. And you do this over the other side. Like that. And of course, you'll raise these lines here that connect them, or color them over because it's all sort of black. And if you want, I'm going to add like a crack or like a scar in this. Kind of like a crack in it, just to make him look a bit more interesting. And maybe like a cut in the blue part here. Right, so now webbing on all this, right? So coming down from his neck in the center, down here first, right down here, right? And then you just sort of follow the lines, then jump over the spider legs, or, you know, just draw straight through and color over if you wanted. Or use your eraser. So it kind of curves around his chest here. So the lines of the suit kind of give you an idea of his anatomy, you know. So where's the other one? One here, there's one here. Where does that go? Let's say here. And then it kind of, I think this one kind of disappears up around his neck. So we'll go like there. And the next one. Behind his neck, and then his sort of one here on his shoulder. Goes that way. All right, and then we go same on the other side. There, and then this one comes down that way. There's like another one that comes out from behind here, so it goes out around his chest, up towards his neck. Like that, and then another one around the chest there. And this one, So it should go like here. I think this disappears up behind his neck as well. So just go like up there. And another one like disappears again, goes in behind collarbone, up behind neck. And then another one. Goes up there, right? And now we have to do all the cross webbing, right? So basically we just do layers of this, right? So we'll go, say, yeah, let's just start up here. And then one like at the top of these mandibles. So depending on how you feel about drawing Spider-Man's webs, you know, you would draw less or more. You could spread them out a bit further. You know, some people hate doing this bit. I don't hate it, but it's not the best. It's kind of tedious, you know. So just adding them now, just going across wherever I feel I can fit them, you know. It's not really a specific thing. You just gotta kind of feel it out. But that's art, hey? It's not science. It's a feeling. It's not intellectual. Which is probably the best thing about art. You know, there's no proof required or anything. You just feel it. So I feel that that is enough. So now, Superior Iron Man has legs at the back, right? I think I'll do one of them coming across his chest and one big one kind of coming up the back here. So we'll go just kind of out. Kind of like that, okay? And I'll simplify them a little bit, right? So it can be quite complicated. So we'll just add sort of this connection in between them there. And then this leg will kind of go up like that. So this will be like another connector part. Okay. So you could do it really anatomically robotic looking, or you could go this route, which I feel it's just as good, I think. You know, people get the point. And then this like comes real long. This is like the spike. Crazy long. and just putting like some scratches on him and stuff. You know, because if he's been fighting, there should be some texture and stuff on these. All right, and this one I think I'll bring down just kind of across his chest, just not having both the same. Just make it look a bit more visually interesting. So this one goes up. And we'll sort of just bring it across. Another one here. And we'll put a little connector in there. And then, so this leg is kind of like turning in this way. So it's going to cover some of his body, so you'll have to erase some stuff or color over. Okay, so this is going to go along his chest. Pretty big, so it's kind of up to you how big you want to go. Right, so anything in here you'll color over it if you're drawing with pencil, or erase it and color over it, and add some texture and stuff to this. And I might add like another coming down in between his arms, you know, just so we know there's more at the back, like he's kind of walking on them or something, just down here. Right, just like coming out the back. Right, but I think that'll do. That is how to draw superior Spider-Man. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.